Bucharest bad boy.
And just like that, El Bouni, big right hand from the Golden Wolf, seals the deal. And he's got him on wobbly knees again. Are you serious? Incredible action.
We are live in the home of kickboxing, the Mecca. We're in the Netherlands in Rotterdam, the beautiful coastal city, as we gear up for one of the most brutal tests in all of mixed martial arts. The one-man, or the eight-man, one-night Grand Prix. And tonight it features the light heavyweights, about a month and a half after we did it for the heavyweights. And let me tell you, this tournament is loaded. Every single one of the men you see making their way into the arena has a legitimate shot to win it all. So many things come into play. Injuries, stamina, your will to win, your will to prevail. Bahram Rajabzadeh, the man you see now, knows all about it. He was in the heavyweight tournament a month and a half and is expected to do big things tonight. He'll open with that man right there, Ibrahim El Bouni, in the first round. What a night it is outside, and what an event it's going to be inside the Rotterdam Ahoy Arena. Everybody, my name is Todd Grisham, alongside Glory's first ever Hall of Famer, Joseph Valtellini. The tournament is back.
Oh, I'm excited. I mean, once we have a tournament, it's like, you know, excitement as a kid. As an old school kickboxing fans, my favorite fighters were all tournament winners, so we might have a new legend tonight.
So we have 7 fights within the tournament, also a few fights outside of the tournament as well for you, including 2 fights here on our prelims. Now, the first fight, though, Joe, is a light heavyweight reserve fight. The winner of Muhammad Amin and Cem Caceres will fill in if someone gets hurt during the tournament.
Yeah, so they're going to have to get this fight, stay relaxed backstage, because they have a chance to get into that tournament. But there's other fighters to watch. We have Abdulhalik back, who we just recently seen, Remy Degir, and a heavyweight super fight that's going to be exciting against Aygun and Yakut.
Those last 2 fights will be part of our main card, which, of course, features the light heavyweight tournament. And here are the current rankings, Joe, and a lot of those names look very familiar.
Yeah, I mean, this is why the tournament is so special. We have the top 8 fighters in the division, all in the tournament, so we're going to find out who's going to sit at the top. But right now, it's the champ, Tariq Kababes.
Yeah, let's look at the tournament bracket right now, and you'll see at the top left of your screen, our first fight of the night will be the reigning champ, Tariq Kababes, taking on Pascal Toure. But Joe, as you mentioned, it's a who's who of the light heavyweight division.
I mean, anybody could win this tournament. It's so special because you have power fighters, you have technicians, you have experience. We have young fighters with a lot of power, so anybody has a chance to be number 1.
How about we take a look at this tournament by the numbers, and some very impressive numbers. Combined record 318, 59, and 2 with a combined 194 knockouts. That's a 61% average KO ratio.
Yeah, I mean, 194 knockouts. Come on, that's the best situation you can have in a tournament. So a lot of these fighters in this quarterfinals are going to be up in that number.
And 6 different countries are also represented. Let's break down these fights one by one quickly, Joe. We'll start with our first fight out of the gate. It's the champ versus the number 6.
Yeah, Tariq Kababes had the first pick, and he picked Pascal Toure. He said it's the easy choice. But let me tell you, Pascal Toure, he's tall, he's big, he's got a good base, and has a great chance at maybe beating the champ early.
So the winner of this fight will take on the winner of quarterfinal number 2, and that features Donegi Abena, the former champ, taking on a 22-year-old wonder kid.
Yeah, and it's Stefan Latescu who called out Abena, which was a big surprise from anyone. He went right after the number 1 contender, but Latescu, a big power puncher, could knock you out with 1 shot. Abena, a little bit more of that technician, so this is going to be an exciting matchup from 2 young fighters.
So now, as for the other side of the bracket, it's the returning Sergej Maslobojev, who lost his light heavyweight title because of an injury. This is his first fight back.
Yeah, we just talked about the young guys. These are the more veterans of the tournament. Maslobojev, former champion. Stoica has the most fights than anybody in the tournament. And Maslobojev had the pick. He says, I've known the Stoica brothers and Stoica for many years. I want to challenge him in the ring. So this is all about class and respect.
And then, of course, the wild card that is Bahram Rajabzadeh, the Golden Wolf. He'll be taking on Ibrahim El Bouni. He's the favorite, is Rajabzadeh, Joe, but you don't think this is an easy fight?
No, definitely not. I mean, it's a fight of styles. I mean, El Bouni is a very elusive fighter. Make you miss, make you pay. But Rajabzadeh is one of those fighters that's going to pressure you, and once he has you cornered, he's going to unload those big power combinations.
All right, let's show you how to watch depending on where you are in the world. Here in the Netherlands, our great partner is Videoland in the United States and Canada, Bally's and Stadium, Belgium and France. We've got you on DAZN. And you can always go to glorykickboxing.com to see where and when you can see tonight's main card. Joe, your final thoughts as we get ready to start this party.
Well, I'm a little anxious. I'm excited for the tournament, but I just want everyone to know how special a tournament is. To win 3 fights in one night is very unique in any combat sports, and I'm telling you, this is the one that you want to watch because of the special factors. And a lot of times it's not the physical or the technical side, it's the mental side of the fighter.
All right, well, we start with a heavyweight or light heavyweight tournament reserve bout right now. Let's turn it over to Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, that song feels appropriate right about now. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Tonight, the world's premier kickboxing organization, Glory, returns to its spiritual home here in the Netherlands and inside the Rotterdam Ahoy, where so much of our Glory history has been written. And tonight, you get to witness the next chapter in an 8-man light heavyweight Grand Prix tournament with fighters from all over the world coming to test their skills. Plus, 4 other great fights on the card tonight, 11 in total, and we'll get to those fights here in just a moment. It's great to have you along with us for another spectacular night of kickboxing, but let me get our Glory girls to the ring. Please help me welcome Karina, Bella, and Anna Maria. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, our beautiful Glory girls. Our first preliminary bout of the evening will serve as a reserve bout for our Grand Prix tournament. The winner of this fight, if needed, will step in to replace one of our tournament fighters should they be unable to continue. So we're scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. First to make his way to the Glory ring, please welcome Cem Caceres.
Here comes Turkey's Cem Caceres, who's making his Glory debut, and he comes in under the tutelage of Big Mike, his new trainer, who he says just being in the same gym with is a dream come true.
Yeah, and it's just being a part of Mike's gym builds you a lot of confidence. They have a big room of talented fighters. The sparring that you get there is incredible and probably second to none. So he's been there with Mike. They've been working a lot of good techniques, and especially that jab that the Mike gym fighters are known for.
Yeah, he said, I wanted to come to Mike's gym because he trains killers. He trains guys to go for the knockout. But all I did the first week was throw the jab.
Yeah, Big Mike's very particular on technique, the way you sit on your punches. So let's see if he can utilize it tonight. But it is his debut, but he comes in with a fantastic record. 15 wins, only 1 loss, and 12 wins by knockout.
He's got a loud crowd behind him, Joe, and he is the cousin of a man we'll see later on tonight, and Murat Aygun.
Yeah, I mean, that Turkish blood is very tough, so we're going to see how he performs here in his Glory debut.
Was trained by Peter Arts early in his career, only 24 years old. If he can get a win here tonight, what a way to start your Glory career.
Yeah, and even his 1 loss on his career was a DQ, so the man's really undefeated.
And now, please welcome his opponent, Amin.
So here comes Amin, determined to break that losing streak he has going in Glory. He switched his whole team. There's a lot of controversy there whether he left Mike's gym or Mike kind of left him in the dust. But Amin says, man, I'm back. I'm reborn. My confidence is at a level 9 right now.
Yeah, I mean, he needed a little bit of a change on that losing streak, but just even seeing him here this fight week, he's calm. He's not talking too much. He's confident, and he fully believes that he's a new and improved fighter.
He said, hey, it's just like in soccer. You go on a losing streak, you fire the coach. Here we go. It's our tale to tape, brought to you by our proud partner at Undefeated. Both men in their 20s, similar height and reach.
When it comes to professional experience, an edge going to Amine, 36 to the 16 of Caceres. And both gentlemen with nice knockout ratios, but Cem, 80% knockout ratio is impressive.
All right, here are the Grand Prix rules. Remember, this is a reserve fight, so the winner of this fight could be launched into the tournament if there's an injury. It's 3 rounds, 2 knockdowns in a round, or 3 in the fight will result in a TKO. And very important to notice, there are standing 8 counts.
Yep. And the fights will be scored using the following prioritized criteria, starting with those knockdowns, followed by cumulative damage, followed by numbers of clean scoring strikes with an emphasis on spectacular techniques, followed by normal scoring strikes. Finally, if there's no clear advantage, judges look for the aggressor.
Open scoring tonight. 5 judges will score the fight based on the 10-point must system. The scores will be shown on your screen and in the arena after each round.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this tournament reserve bout in the light heavyweight division is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner. He makes his glory debut tonight in Rotterdam and arrives on an 8-fight winning streak. His young professional record is impressive. 15 wins with just 1 loss. 12 of those 15 wins coming by knockout. At 6 feet 2 inches tall, 1.90 meters, he weighed in at 208 pounds, 94.5 kilograms. Fighting out of Turkey, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Cem Caceres. Here now is his opponent, fighting out of the white corner, stepped up to heavyweight to compete in the 4-man tournament at Glory 87. His professional record, 29 wins with 7 losses, 16 of those wins coming by knockout. At 6 feet 3 inches tall, 1.93 meters, he weighed in at 209 pounds, 94.8 kilos. Fighting out of Morocco, here is Amin. And your referee in charge of this bout is Jan Frana.
Okay, fight just a minute. Okay, shake hands if you want. Okay. Listen my commands, follow the rules. Go back to the corners.
Boy, Muhammad Amin, wide-eyed. He looks like he is chomping at the bit to go after Cem Caceres. The crowd is already into it in our opening fight of the night, live from Rotterdam, the Netherlands.
Yeah, Amin saying he's going to start using his kicks a little bit more than he has in the past. That's one of the things they've been getting back to his arsenal.
Well, there's a couple jabs that he picked up this week at Mike's gym.
Yep. Let's see how Amin mixes his boxing with his kicks.
Both of these fighters go for knockouts. Caceres has won 8 straight wins. His last loss was his only loss, a DQ, because he kicked late by accident. Caceres in the black gloves, Amin in the white gloves.
Amin just slowly bringing that forward pressure, trying to close things down. Nice counters, good combinations back and forth.
Each fighter waiting for a breakthrough moment.
It's a nice technical start to this fight. I like them attacking the legs up and down.
There's the collision we were waiting for. You've got to believe Cem Caceres feeling a lot of nerves fighting for the biggest kickboxing organization in the world. Muhammad Amin making his 6th appearance here in Glory.
Yeah, that's
Oh, and down goes Amin!
He clipped him with that right hand right down the middle.
6.
What a shot.
7. 8.
The crowd going berserko for Cem Caceres. Can he put Amin out here in round 1?
Caceres just went right after him. That's why he's a finisher.
Oh, he caught him again, but a nice counter right from Amin.
Yeah, Amin just slipped down the middle. Here comes Caceres.
He's backing him up. Good overhand left there from Amin, who's got to weather this storm, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to manage this distance. Caceres has got a very strong 1-2.
30 seconds to go here in an electric round one.
Good left kick from Amin.
You've already seen the redness on the right side of Amin's head as he looks to make it to the end here of round number one.
See from the replay, it's that big right hand from Caceres that split the guard of Amin. One, boom. Amin tried to get that counter left hook, opened that hand from his chin, and then bang, right hand right down the middle.
He's got some loud friends here, doesn't he, Caceres?
They're hyped.
Goed met boksen, durf, schijn. Die test kun je veel beter maken, man. Geloof in jezelf en doe, man.
Cem Caceres telling us yesterday he felt a little bit more pressure because not only is he fighting for himself, but he's fighting for Big Mike, who's facing his former pupil.
Yeah, that's a tough situation to be in, but he looks strong, confident, and up for the challenge.
So what does Amin have to do here to switch things up?
Well, I think Amin's got to keep staying technical when he opens up. So he's going to have to play what I like to call counter the counter. As soon as Caceres is done, he's got to counter back, but he's got to be careful opening up in that mid-range.
Very similar total strikes, but of course Caceres put down the big one. Here are the scores from our 5 judges. Should be no surprise, 10-8 across the board.
Ooh, nice punch for punch. Caceres back to that heavy 1-2.
Tried to throw the knee. It may have buzzed Amin a little bit.
Right, he threw a nice counter left hook, though, which is nice. He's trying to use his counter boxing.
Body kick from Amin.
Ooh, nice body dig from Caceres.
To the body, left hook to the jaw, as smooth as you like from Cem Caceres.
It was crazy to see Amin. He was smiling on the way down. He knew it caught him.
It's over. He couldn't make it up, and Cem Caceres looks spectacular in his glory debut.
The way he came out, how confident he was, he stuck to his guns and he found that beautiful knockdown. And that was it. Gets himself a knockout.
And keep in mind, Cem Caceres is now the reserve for tonight's light heavyweight tournament. And Joe, as unfortunate as it is, we've seen over the years, he may be called in to fight.
Yeah, you never know. So many things can happen in a tournament, but here he's digging the body and then he countered up with that left hook upstairs. Rips the body, blocks the counter hook, and then counters back with that hook.
I mean, that's a left hook that Muhammad Ali would have been proud to throw.
Block, bang!
Oh.
So he hit the body, blocked his own left hook, came back upstairs with his own left hook, got the knockout.
Incredible sequence for Cem Caceres, and there's the bewildered look on Amin as if to say, what did I just run into?
I mean, Cem Caceres, very impressive start, only 24 years old. Nice debut.
Wow, well, Joe, he may not even get in the tournament, but listen, if he does get in, he's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, with that power, I just already starting to think. My mind's going, Latescu in the future, Bahram. This kid's got some good talent behind him. I like it.
And he seems like such a nice guy. Got to speak with him at length yesterday. He's a humble kid, just wants to fight and please his family and friends and obviously his fans. And boy, they were very excited.
Yeah. I'm sure Big Mike's also pleased with that.
There's Big Mike. He looks content, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's the right word, content. I like it.
He's not one to rub anything in anybody's face, but he told us, man, this guy, Cem Caceres, let me tell you, he's the real deal.
Yeah, Big Mike's been part of the sport for so many years. He's had so many fighters come and go. Mike, it's just another day for him.
All right, Tim Hughes has an...
Watch it as it happened. Our referee, Jan Frana, has waved up this contest at an official time of 1 minute, 32 seconds of that second round for your winner by technical knockout, Cem Caceres.
I'm here with your winner, Cem Caceres. This is your time, man. Congratulations on your debut. How are you feeling?
I feel very great. It was a good fight, but all the respect for Amin. He's a very tough opponent, and yeah.
Was there a lot of pressure coming on to this fight? Tournament reserve, fighting an old teammate. How did you feel overall?
Yeah, I feel very great. I train hard for this, and I hope that people see a good fight, and I hope to entertain people.
Well, one of the benefits of knocking people out is we get to watch it together. So let's watch the screen and take me through what was going through your mind.
I did left, right. I think real quick. Oh, oh, yeah. Good. Oh.
Was counter-punching the game plan. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was not a game plan. I didn't have a game plan. I fight to knock people out, but no game plan.
All right, let's continue to talk here. You're in a tournament reserve, so you have a potential to fight tonight. What's the plan when you go backstage?
I go a little bit cool down and then warm up again. If someone falls out, then I see you within 1 hour or something, guys.
All right, let's hear it for your winner, Cem Caceres.
And thank you for the people.
Well, he'll get better at the interviews as he hangs around here longer for glory. You got to speak when you got the shot, Cem. But he did all his talking during the fight. An incredible combination to seal the deal. Left hook to the body, left hook to the chin. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, our second prelim battle, and it should be a good one in the welterweight division. Soufiane Abdelkhalek taking on Ilyass Chakir, making his glory debut. That's next here from Rotterdam. Eight men all fighting for that unique trophy.
Glory Light Heavyweight Grand Prix.
8 of the best light heavyweights on the planet.
One of the most epic fight tournaments ever put together. An 8-man, one-night tournament.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
But tough times don't last. Tough people do.
Where underdogs become heroes and heroes become legends.
It is all-out war from the opening bell.
Let's start.
Sıkı
Prepare and beware.
A true fan favorite.
8 men entered. Only one will be crowned Glory Grand Prix champion. The light heavyweight Grand Prix coming up in 30 minutes at the top of the hour. But just to get you ready for a great night of fights, we have a second preliminary bout this evening scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. First to make his way to the glory ring, please welcome Ilyass Chakir.
Ilyass Chakir making his glory debut. Solid record. You see it on your screen. 17-4-1 with 7 knockouts. I'm sorry, he made his glory debut back in 2023. And at one point, Joe, a 14-fight winning streak for this guy.
Yeah, he had a tough fight against Jagili Kamaras, so he's ready, he's motivated, and he feels tonight is going to be an easy fight, but he needs to still focus. But if you watch Abdulhalik in his last few fights, you know it's not going to be an easy one, but a lot of confidence for Ilyass Chakir coming into this fight.
His opponent on the opposite side of the ring is Soufiane Abdelkhalek.
Talk about a multitasker. 2 days ago, guess what this guy was doing? He was getting married. He missed our fighter interviews because he was tying the knot.
Yeah, either walking down to get married or walking to knock somebody out. That's Abdulhalik.
That's the stare any married man can associate with. His wife's either going to get all the credit for this win or all the blame for the loss from his fans. You know that. But in all seriousness, congratulations to him. Joe, he's 1-0 in glory and looked sensational in his debut. The unanimous decision win back in April.
Yeah, I was really impressed with when I saw him last, the way he kind of switches stances, his confidence, his power. This is a young guy who is still young in the sport, only 23 years old. Not many professional fights and experience yet, but the confidence he has is incredible.
Yeah, it'll be Morocco versus Morocco in this one. Abdulhalik versus Shakir.
And his last fight, he fought a Cyril Benzakin, who's a veteran of the sport, who had, you know, significantly a lot more fights than him. But Abdulhalik just showed that even with his minimal amount of experience, he was able to control the fight and get the win.
And for those of you in Holland who happen to watch the House of Glory, you'll know all about Soufiane Abdelkhalek. He was a very popular character on that show and has now made his dream come true of fighting professionally for glory. "23 years old, fighting out of Monster Gym here in the Netherlands." All right, Unibet brings us our glory tale of the tape for our second prelim. Abdulhalik 23, Shakir is 28. 1 inch taller is Soufiane, but they both have identical 75-inch reaches.
With professional experience, more than double going to Shakir, 22-7. It's the slight KO ratio advantage going to Abdulhalik.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, an all-Moroccan affair in Glory's welterweight division. Introducing first, standing on my left and fighting out of the black corner. Trained in Muay Thai, he is the winner of 14 of his last 15 fights. As a professional, 17 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, and 7 career knockouts. At 6 feet 2 inches tall, 1.88 meters, he weighed in at fight time at 170 pounds and even 77 kilograms. Fighting out of Morocco, he is Ilyass Chakir. His opponent, standing on my right and fighting out of the white corner, a House of Glory veteran set to make his 5th Glory appearance. His young professional record, 4 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, and 2 career knockouts. At 6 feet 3 inches tall, 1.90 meters, he weighed in at 169 pounds, 76.8 kilos. He fights tonight also out of Morocco. Please welcome Soufiane the Hitman Abdulhalik. Your referee in charge of this bout is Justin Brown.
Gentlemen, you both know the rules. Let's keep this bout clean. Obey my commands and defend yourself at all times. Touch gloves and step back.
Abdulhalik coming off a huge upset victory in his last fight in Paris, taking on Ilyass Chakir.
Round 1, let's go.
Abdulhalik in the white. Ooh, Shakir in the black gloves.
Aggressive start. I feel like Abdulhalik is going to try to rely more on his power, where Shakir's got great combinations that go punch the kick.
Oh boy, an inside low kick that looked like it was punting a rugby ball.
Yeah, Abdulhalik's got these big legs for a tall guy, and he knows how to power punch, switch stances. He's got a really nice style to watch.
Yeah, they call him the Hitman, and you know why now. He just wants to hit, man.
Well, you're going to always see Abdulhalik switching stances naturally.
Ooh. Exchange kicks on the inside. Abdulhalik fighting out of the southpaw stance.
Yeah, nice left straight, right hook combination.
Let's go.
You even see Abdulhalik doing the right things in that open stance. He's circling away from the power kicks of Shakir, looking for his left straight.
Ilyass Chakir told us, listen, I know all about the Hitman. I've watched enough videos. It'll be a little difficult in the start, but I think I'll knock him out by the 3rd round.
Yeah, he's a very confident.
But Abdulhalik, to his credit, that's what Shakir said. He said he's going to come out throwing a lot. He's going to come out very busy. Eventually, he'll tire, and I'll get him. Ooh, nice straight left down the pipe for Shakir.
Yeah, Shakir popped the head of Abdulhalik there.
Ooh. Now it's Shakir who's pushing the tempo. That's a switch. Didn't take long.
He's getting that high guard pressing. Ooh, pretty heavy exchanges.
Yeah, you can already tell there's a lot of snap out of Abdulhalik's kicks right now. Is he already that tired?
He was really throwing those heavy punches.
Yeah, you wonder if Abdulhalik did enough in the early part of this round to win the round, because Shakir's taken over, it looks like.
Yeah, he's got great volume, good pressure.
Who do you give this round to, Joe?
I don't know. That's really tough. I mean, maybe from the earlier heavy punches, I might have to say Abdulhalik, but
more damage from Shakir.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll be split.
All right, let's learn a little bit more about the Hitman. He's an experienced amateur fighter. I mentioned he competed in House of Glory, and he absolutely loves horses. So do with that what you will. I'm always scared to ride horses just because I feel bad for the horse. I'm like, I'm 200 pounds. This horse does not want to be running around with me on his back.
They're just huge. They just scare me because they're massive. Here's Shakir, born and raised in Morocco. signature strikes, those punch-kick combinations, which have started to pick up at that end of the first round. And as we kept mentioning, won 15 of his last 16. Great momentum.
There's a beautiful Bella from Sweden, one of our glory girls.
Let's go, coaches out. Stay back, Greg.
Well, let's see if Soufiane Abdelkhalek can pick up the tempo. He looked like he was running low on fumes there at the end of the first round. Go, boy, a left cross or a left hook there from Abdulhalik. I mean, excuse me, from Shakir, and now he eats one.
As he wobbled a bit. Oh.
All 5 scoring that first round for Soufiane Abdelkhalek, who Joe did enough, apparently.
Yeah, it's very close, but you see how this second round picks up. It looks like there's a cut over the right eye of Shakir.
Step back.
Well, again, Shakir didn't say he was going to win this on points. He said, I'm going to knock him out in the third. And he has landed the more damaging strikes, most notably that straight left hand.
Don't hold the arm, let's go.
Yeah, Shakir's just constantly pressuring. I mean, I bet you Abdulhalik thought his power punches would have slowed him down, but Shakir's tough, continually walking forward, throwing those punch-kick combos.
Digging to the body is Abdulhalik. That's always a good idea.
Yeah.
Back, stop, step back, step back.
Both gentlemen really tall for the welterweight division.
Shakir is Moroccan, but he trains out of Team Alamos in Paris.
Step back. Listen. Ready? Let's go.
And Shakir's glory debut was in Paris, but it happened the day of the massive Morocco earthquake, and Shakir said, man, I was just in no place mentally to fight, but I went to the ring and I just felt like it wasn't my night.
Yeah, that's fair. It was a tough time for the Moroccans that night.
Break, step back.
A little bit more clinching in this round. Fatigue maybe kicking in. Ooh.
Right to the body again with the left hand. Abdulhalik, to his credit, seemed to take it well. And then that inside low kick, which Rico Verhoeven's made famous.
Yeah. Rico's got this unique style of that inside of the back leg.
Oh! He walks right into a big right hand from Abdulhalik.
Abdulhalik has that knockout power.
6, 7, 8. Ready? Let's go.
So a big moment in the fight here for Abdulhalik, as he put Shakir down in a big way.
Yeah, I see Abdulhalik loading that big right hand.
A slapping left hand. These have more force behind him. He thinks he can get Shakir out of there right now with 20 seconds to go.
Let's go.
Ooh.
So a lot of work to do here in the final round for Ilyass Chakir. Special thanks to our partner, Fairtex. Visit fairtex.com for all of your fight gear needs. There's Petch Panamarung on the screen. Can't wait to see him back in action next month.
I know, this the Southpaw killer.
Let's take a look at that knockdown, and man, Shakir walked right into it.
Yeah, Abdulhalik in his orthodox. Looked like Shakir was trying to throw a knee, and then Abdulhalik had the counter. Boom.
Yeah, that little jab threw him off balance, didn't it? Here comes the jab, boom, and then bing.
Bang.
Yeah.
Yes, nice shot. The benefits of switching stances. Caught that from an orthodox.
Coaches out, please. Stay back. Coaches out, please. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get your mouthpiece. Get your mouthpiece.
Well, let's see if Shakir's prediction comes true and that Abdulhalik slows down to the point where he gets stopped. He needs to knock him out.
Yep, no choice.
Oh! And a second knockdown.
3, 4, 5.
Just good
6,
timing and power from
7,
Abdulhalik.
8. Look at me. Walk to me.
He says he's okay, but it could be curtains here for Ilyass Chakir.
Abdulhalik's throwing these punches on odd angles. That's why Shakir can't touch them.
Caught him again, and it looks like it's just a matter of time before Shakir can seal the deal.
Step back, let go.
Excuse me, Abdulhalik can seal the deal.
Yeah, it looks like Shakir is really willing to go out on his shield here. Abdulhalik just waiting for that moment to let a big punch go again. He's liking that overhand right.
That's where the danger lies. When Shakir sits down and tries to throw a two-piece combination.
Ooh, as he ate the jab. If I'm Shakir, I'm bringing some of these kicks up to the head. A lot of them have been to the body. Switch up the level of that kick.
Boy, I hope our tournament's as exciting as these two prelim bouts. Oh! Standing, and now all of a sudden, it's Abdulhalik who might be rocked.
Still 1:30 to go in this last round.
Can you imagine if somehow Shakir can turn it around? He needs a knockout. 1:20 to go.
Ooh.
Overhand rights. Does he still have enough power, though?
Break! Fight!
Oh, boy.
They just exchanged hooks.
You just bite down on your teeth when you see him colliding like that. Oh, boy. That didn't miss by much. Oh, a right hand lands. A big one from Shakir.
The back. Up. Fight.
What a good fight.
30 seconds to go. Oh.
Clean right down the middle.
Shakir doesn't have time to breathe or take a break. He's got to go for the gusto. He's hurt. Oh, a nice digging body shot. What a performance by Soufiane Abdelkhalek 2 days after he got married. It's his honeymoon, ladies and gentlemen. What a battle. Incredible stuff. Soufiane Abdelkhalek is about to move to 2-0 in glory. His first fight at Glory 91 in April, he was a last-minute replacement and won. Today he had plenty of time, other than having to get married 2 days before. But man, Joe, he came out guns blazing and held on at the end.
Yeah, he did a great job. I mean, he stayed patient, switched his stances, found some good power shots. He made it an exciting fight, got rocked a little bit, was able to stay composed. He brought a full package.
Here's our highlights, Joe, and right out of the beginning, Abdulhalik was just throwing with reckless abandon.
Yeah, he was just whipping big power shots. He went for that early knockdown, kind of got some good power, ate a few shots himself, but that 1-2 got him that knockdown, which was just perfectly timed right on the chin. You can see Shakir's eyes roll back, and then here it is, found another knockdown. Just beautiful, good combinations, and they're just sitting in the pocket exchanging. Great fight.
Final strike count numbers. When it comes to punches, Abdulhalik landed 25 more than Shakir. All the other areas pretty close, but 93 of 197 to 69 landed for Shakir. Strikes thrown per minute. It was all about Soufiane Abdelkhalek, who's going to make waves here in the welterweight division sooner than later, or so it seems. Here's Tim Hughes with the numbers.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout goes the distance, so we go to the judges' scorecard. Here are the totals. All 5 of our ringside judges see the bout and score the bout the same, 30-25. A unanimous decision for your winner, Soufiane Abdelkhalek.
I'm here with your winner, Soufiane Abdelkhalek. 2-0 in glory, my man. How are we feeling after that fight? A pretty tough one.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough fight, you know. Yeah.
Well, you've had an exciting weekend, man. 2 days ago, you got married. Now you're here in the ring with a win. Give me your thoughts on this weekend and the fight.
You know, I like challenges. You know, I didn't sleep for a whole week, was very busy. But you know, I like to fight when I'm not at my strongest point, so it's get more excited in my fights.
I mean, you're now 2-0. You're showing great technical abilities. Where do you think you stand in this welterweight division?
You know, every fight I get better, I get more hungry. You know, and as you see, I don't celebrate it. On to the next. You know, I hope I fight next month. The month after, you know, just bring me my food.
All right, it was that great weekend I keep talking about. Any last words for you?
You know, I want to thank all my supporters. You know, I really appreciate it. And on to the next one. Who's?
All right, let's hear it for your winner, Soufiane Abdelkhalek.
Thank you so much. Love.
He didn't even celebrate. He says on to the next. It's just coming in, clocking in, doing his job, and clocking out. And as you can see in the upper right of your corner, the countdown continues to the Glory Light Heavyweight Grand Prix, 13 minutes away. Go to glorykickboxing.com to see where you can view it in your area. Eight men all fighting for that unique trophy. And we are back here in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. He is Joseph Valtellini. I'm Todd Grisham. I'm looking at the light with the cameras over here. I'm being blinded right now. Hello, everybody. The countdown continues. You can see we are 12 minutes and 18 seconds away. And how about Cem Caceres, who's now the reserve for the tournament? I'm telling you, if something happens and he gets in there, we might have a real surprise on our hands.
Yeah, and he looked good, too, and he has a tournament style with that big power 1-2. I mean, he just looked impressive. He's young. He's, 17 now, fights in his career. I was impressed.
Yeah, well, let's look at the brackets, and hopefully we won't have to see Cem Caceres later tonight. God willing, everybody gets through relatively unscathed, but it's such a brutal contest, Joe. 3 fights in one night for the winner.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think, it's the style that makes everything, but at the end of the day, it's a very big mental task, and I think that's the most challenging part, and that's why it is so special. I mean, can your body hold up? Can your mind hold up? You can be injured and your mind be playing tricks, so this is a very big mental challenge, if anything.
All right, let's take a closer look at quarterfinals 1 and 2. He is from France, Pascal Toure.
Like he said it was the safest road, but tomorrow we're gonna see that he made a big mistake.
The light heavyweight Glory World Champion. Welcome to the stage, fighting out of Morocco, the tank, Tariq Kababes.
Big fight. This man talk too much now. Little bit easy, my friend. Tomorrow is the real tank.
He checks in at an even 94 kilograms.
Tariq seems ready. He's hungry, so I'm hungry too.
That's the first of the quarterfinals.
De andere Tariq is gewoon weer terug. Tijd voor grapjes waren voorbij. Wordt het gewoon echt te knokken op zijn oude manier.
That's the first of the quarterfinals. The winner moves on to the semifinals at Ahoy in Rotterdam. Unbeaten in glory, Stefan Latescu.
Da sunt eu, îmi place să lupt, ăsta este jocul meu, îmi place inelul ăsta și cu siguranță mâine seară va fi un show incendiar. O mare explozie, va sări ringul în aer.
He'll need some new buttons for that shirt.
The former Glory Light Heavyweight Champion of the world, Donegi Abena.
He did what he did, and we got to fight tomorrow, so let's see.
7 of those wins by knockout. He is the #1 ranked contender in the division and checks in at 94.7 kilograms. Abena, Latescu, who will advance to the semifinal tomorrow night in Rotterdam.
Cred că puțină teamă, dar mâine seară o să vedem care ochi au văzut mai bine ce trebuie.
Not enough with the chit chat. It's over now.
All right, Joe, let's talk about those first two quarterfinals that we just saw. A potential for Donegi Abena to face the Tank in the semifinals.
Yeah, I mean, that would be like the storyline matchup in the semis, but don't overlook Pascal Toure. I mean, he's big, he's strong, and he's got good knees and kicks, and I think that could be the big factor in there. But Latescu, he's got pure power, pure aggression. If he touches you, he can put you out. So let's not look ahead. I mean, because I think those underdogs in those quarterfinals have great chances.
Well, we know Latescu has knockout power with either his right or his left hand. Not so sure about his kicks left, but he was able to choose which opponent he wanted, and he selected Donegi Abena. Why do you think he made that decision?
Well, I mean, a lot of fighters, you might want to fight the best early. I mean, if you want to fight the champion 3 fights down the road, that's a lot and a big task. So I think maybe taking out the toughest first was his strategy.
All right, well, he gets the shot. It'll be Latescu versus Donegi Abena. Now let's take a look at our other two quarterfinals.
Former Glory light heavyweight champion of the world fighting out of Lithuania, Sergej Maslobojev.
A man is old when he stops dreaming, when he stops having goals in his life, when he stops moving. I move all the time. I move more than the young people. I have goals, I have vision. I give my life, all my life to the sport. I'm here for the win.
Is going to be swinging that sledge tomorrow night with a professional record of 38 wins and 6 losses, 23 career knockouts.
One of the great veterans of the sport, Bogdan Stoica.
Stoica, 58 wins, 14 losses, and 40 career knockouts. Checks in at 94.3 kilograms. Quarterfinal number 3 in the Grand Prix. 3 3-minute rounds, but only the first of 3 possible fights in one night.
He is the Golden Wolf, Bahram Rajabzadeh.
Ben şampiyon olarak ilk önce kendimi görüyorum. Bir de aynada baktığım gördüğüm kişi.
Please welcome to the stage, Ibrahim El Bouni.
I think he's insecure. That's why he's doing like that.
O içimdeki canavarı, içimdeki o ve tabii ki de kendimi kontrol ettim. Kontrol etmeseydim bayağı kötü bir şeyler olurdu. Çünkü o kadar kendimi hazır hissediyorum ki yani her an patlayabilir.
Hot pursuit here, but Mr. Cool, as is usually the case.
I think he's afraid. He's afraid of me, of everything of me. Bahram, get.
What a night it's going to be in Rotterdam at Ahoy. Are you ready for glory?
So those were our other two quarterfinals. And Joe, we do have the reserve fighter lined up. That's Cem Caceres.
Yeah, I mean, but the tournament fighter that is unable to advance the next round, his opponent of that quarterfinal will get a chance into the tournament. If the loser of that quarterfinal isn't able to go, then we had our reserve winner, which is Cem Caceres, that will step in.
All right, let's briefly talk about those other two quarterfinal fights. Let's start with the returning Sergej Maslobojev. He's the favorite to win this tournament, Joe, but let's speak facts. He's 37 years old, and he's coming off an injury the last time we saw him here in Glory. How much does he have left in the tank?
Well, I think he's got a lot in the tank. I mean, it's his experience that's going to do well in this tournament. He's fought many of the fighters in the tournament. He's a former champion himself. But what I like about this fight is he wanted Stoica because Stoica has experience. They've trained in the same room many years ago. They've known each other for so many years that he was excited for that challenge against Stoica.
All right, as for Bahram Rajabzadeh, I don't know if the people at home could hear, but a big ovation here in the arena when he popped up on the screen. He's become a fan favorite for his all-out brawling style, but Joe, can he afford to do that against someone like Ibrahim El Bouni?
Well, why it's exciting, he has to do that against El Bouni because El Bouni is not going to be a fighter that's going to be standing there. He's always moving, feinting, his head's never there to be hit. But how do you beat that movement style? The power style. So that fight's all about styles matching up to each other. That's why I'm personally excited for it.
And when you talk about styles, if Bahram Rajabzadeh wins and Sergej Maslobojev wins, that puts up a dream semifinal. It's a rematch. In fact, Maslobojev was the first man to ever beat Rajabzadeh, who is now, 58 wins and only 2 defeats. So it's still sticking in his craw a little bit. What will that fight look like, assuming both guys are healthy?
Well, I think it's going to be Maslobojev trying to use all of his weapons. But when Bahram fights, there's only one way. He's got to go forward. He's got to use his power, his good combination. So I don't think Bahram can fight any other way. He's the wolf for a reason. You know?
And let's take a look at the bracket and the numbers behind this tournament. As we look at the current rankings, Joe, Tariq Kababez is the reigning champion. And after that, it's pretty much a who's who of the light heavyweight division.
Yeah, that's why it's amazing. We have literally the best 8 light heavyweights in the world fighting for the championship tournament here. And all fighters bring a unique style. They bring unique experience, power, technicians. This is the perfect tournament.
All right, now, by the numbers, 194 combined knockouts. That's a 61% average knockout ratio. And Joe, you see the average age, both of these guys right in that sweet spot of their prime.
Yeah, and I mean, look, Latescu, 22 years old, Maslobojev, 37. I mean, you got such a wide range of talent and ability. I can't be more excited for this tournament.
All right, 6 countries being represented as well. As we look at the brackets, Joe, and I'm going to have to force you into making decisions here that you don't want to make. Which 2 fighters are your odds-on favorites to make it to the final?
Well, I think my favorites have to be Maslobojev. I think just he has the style that could be what I call adaptable. He can pressure, he could move, he has the ability to do everything. And I think in a tournament with so many factors, that's going to be a big advantage for him. On the other side, I might have to go with Donegi Abena. I think Donegi Abena is a technical boxer who can use his strikes, his eyes, his movement, and stay sharp and do 3 rounds without taking too much damage.
Some people may say, hey, wait a minute, Joe, you didn't mention the champ. He's got to be the champ for a reason, Tariq Kababez. Why don't you have him making it past Abena?
Well, I think it's tough, but I think the Tank style is all out. He goes forward. He's Recklin abandoned. He doesn't care. He's going to blast through you. That is more of a tougher style to have in a tournament because he's got to get inside. He's got to work. He's got to fight to do well. So that's potential to take a lot of damage. But, hey, we know how tough he is. He's fought in heavyweight. He's fought Antonio Plazabot, Rico Verhoeven. He'll fight anybody.
And, hey, we always see there's a dark horse in the tournament. In the heavyweight tournament, it was Bahram Rajabzadeh who made it to the semifinals and knocked Levy down and almost made it to the championship bout. Which fighter do you think could maybe surprise everybody?
I'm going to go with the young man, Stefan Latescu. I mean, he's already beat El Bouni with a big power shot. I think he's got that power style. Just came back from Thailand working his kicks a little bit. So I'm excited, and I'm going to put him as my dark horse.
And Joe, mentality-wise, you've been in tournaments before. What's the mentality a fighter needs to have? Of course, you're always looking ahead. It's hard not to who I might fight next. Yeah. But how do you stay in the moment, preserve your energy, and preserve your body?
Well, it's a mindset, and the problem is you can't think that far ahead, like you said. So, I mean, they have to fight that first fight with their true ability. That's why I said a lot of times it's not the physical ability, it's the mental ability to be able to know that you're damaged and still find a way to go in there and do it again.
Well, you've heard it here. It's must-see TV. How do you watch it? Well, here are your options. If you're here in the Netherlands, of course, our great partner in Videoland, United States and Canada, Bally's Live and Stadium. And in Belgium and France, our great partner is DAZN. You can always check glorykickboxing.com for more information on how to watch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are 1 minute away from the light heavyweight Glory Grand Prix tournament for Joseph Valtellini. I'm Todd Grisham. We'll see you right back here as someone gets crowned champ. 8 men all fighting for that unique trophy